Well, holy shit.
You okay there?
What the fuck was that?
Welcome back, everybody, to Umineko.
Oh
Welcome back,
my
Sea
god.
Cats.
Crazy goat man.
What's happening? Yeah, we got goat men.
Yeah.
We got blades coming out arms. We got, like, lusty and wrathful steak women.
With very suggestive...
Incredibly. Yeah, outfits, yeah.
I was also going to say their speech.
Oh, their speech, too. Where do you want me to pierce you? I'll pierce you wherever you want, okay?
It's where it's warm and soft.
Where it's warm and soft in this hot, fresh blood.
Oh,
me to swim around in.
So,
what?
We forgot to switch the new images for the goat man, so we looked up that image.
Yes.
Hopefully I remember to edit that in over the top of the last episode, and if I didn't, then whoever's editing this one, throw it over the top. Look at that goat man. Goat man, what a goat man.
What a cool
cool goat man.
Buff goat man.
JK, it's just Kinzo.
Oh, shit.
I see. So it has begun.
Yes. Even though Kinzo had received news of the 6 deaths, his emotions did not waver.
Yeah, we went back in time, didn't we? I was like, what, there's been 8 deaths.
We went back by about an hour, I think.
I think it was more like half an hour, but...
It might have been more like half an hour, but yeah, so we're seeing what happened when it was like Goto and Kanna went one way and Shannon and Genji went the other way.
Yeah,
so we're learning about that. Yeah, his emotions didn't waver. The expression on his face as he gazed out the window was a smile, as though his opponent in a chess game had just made a spectacular move.
Spectacular.
A spectacular move, killing his kids. It was hard to imagine that such an expression could ever appear on a father who had lost so many children at once.
That is actually a little weird. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, he's fucked up. Because this is Kinzo. He's a crazy motherfucker.
Because we hadn't actually seen him last time after everyone got murdered.
This is true. He, like, disappeared from his study. But this time, he's safe and secure inside.
And he also referenced the last time the game had been played in this episode.
Did he? He might have. He talked about last...
He definitely did.
Yeah, he said last time.
He said he won't make the same mistakes as last time.
This is true. This is true.
So, whether that's him being aware of episode 1 or him trying this some years ago...
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's... I don't know. Maybe we'll learn something about this. Goda and Cannon followed Rosa-sama's orders and went to call the police. After that, she ordered us to follow your orders, Master. What shall we do?
This island has already been cut off from the real world. Mere phones will serve no purpose.
Should I have them stop?
Until the roulette is finished, what they do to pass the time is up to them. Let them do as they please.
Yes, sir.
What should we tell Rosa-sama?
Didn't I say they should pass the time as they pleased? They can sing if they want, dance if they want. They're even free to hang themselves by the neck or jump into a boiling kettle.
Interesting that he mentions jumping into something that's burning
Hot
you.
And boiling?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Until 13 people die, they can spend their time as they like. If that's too boring, then they can wonder about whether 6 times 9 equals 42 or something.
Uh-huh.
That's
Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
So wait, hold on. No one hung themselves or hanged themselves. It's hanged themselves, right? That's the
Hanged, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's... No one hanged themselves. People did sing and dance.
What are you looking for? I'm so confused. Are you looking for meaning in this phrase?
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't know what you're looking for. I'll be honest. I have no idea.
I'm just thinking too hard about this.
You definitely are. You need to chill.
There's no need to think overly hard about any of this.
That's what she said about the first game, but not the second game.
Wait, she?
I mean, the description. That's what I meant. What?
Hold on.
Ah!
Is that confirmed?
No,
Beatrice's...
Sorry, I don't mean to do
the
that.
menu narrator?
No. Sorry, I didn't mean that. That's Ryukoshi in the narration. Sorry, I just got mixed up.
Sure.
I'm not confirming anything! Oh my god, you're the worst.
That's the answer to the mystery of humanity in the universe.
Yes, my apologies. See, definitely Hitchhiker's Guide, at least.
Yeah, definitely. Shannon cowered in fright at his sudden rage.
I actually have a very large copy of Hitchhiker's Guide within reach.
Oh my god, please don't.
I'm not going to. I just wanted to point it out.
1 hour later. Genji made a gesture as though telling her not to speak out of turn. Shannon couldn't help but regret saying too much.
However, you two are also free to do as you wish. Genji, and Shannon too. You have done well serving me until today.
Your words are too good for me. But,
We are furniture who have sworn to serve the master. We stand ready to serve you no matter the time. Until the very end.
Oh, long pause, music change. Is this Kinzo?
I'm not actually sure. I think it's Kinzo. Yeah, I think it is.
I want to tell you about everything. Shannon, I'm going to write a will.
Yeah, dead straight it is.
I shall need you to transcribe for me.
Didn't he spend a lot of last episode bitching about how he didn't want to write a will?
Yeah, this is different. Last time he was all, fuck wills, they're for maggots and vultures and stuff. All manner of birds, seagulls maybe.
Seagulls.
But now because he's like here and he's hanging out.
There are no seagulls, there's only sea cats.
This is true, sea cats. But then, yeah, cries.
Fucking sea cats.
Why
is that the word?
It's so good.
Umineko,
sea cats.
But I just want to know.
Sea kitties.
We looked this up between some recordings.
Oh my god.
Korea has a word
which
which actually makes sense. Japan, on the other hand, just calls them fucking cats.
Because they're sea cats.
What did Korea call them again?
I don't remember. There was something gull. Black gull. Cat gull.
Cat gull, that's right. It was cat gull.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they're gulls. It's a type of bird. But Japan just calls them fucking cats.
You know what? I think it's fine.
I'm just
Japan,
frustrated.
you do you.
God damn it, Japan. Not everything has to belong in a cat cafe.
What? What? That's such a leap in logic. Oh, God.
Please, Genji, my usual drink.
Yes, sir.
Naja often recommended that Kinzo write a will because of his health, but each time he had, Kinzo had gone mad with rage. Ever since then, you'd think will would have been the word Kinzo hated most. After hearing such a word from his lips, Shannon couldn't help doubting her ears for an instant. Shannon hurriedly prepared the side table and some writing paper. Genji followed his orders and began preparing that usual green evil drink.
I'm ready.
Where should I begin? Shall I also speak of my life? It would be fun to leave behind a record of my most memorable games.
Interesting. See, anyone else it'd be like, oh yeah, just write about these things, but just, coming from Kinzo,
these games of badminton that used to play back in the
centuries
day.
Plural past.
No comment.
That's real suspicious.
What?
It can be truly amusing to read the records of old games from centuries past, to journey in search of those players' thoughts. So should the game record of my life lead those in the future to go on a journey in search of my thoughts?
So good. For a while, Kinzo pondered over where he should begin, strutting all around the room with his hands behind his back. Master, here.
Ah, yes. Thank you, my friend. Well then, if I am to speak of my life, I must begin writing of my meeting with that witch.
Backstory.
Oh shit.
Backstory.
Shannon, begin writing. My first meeting with Beatrice took place a long way back.
This doesn't sound like very will type writing.
I mean, this is Kinzo. Does he know
true.
what's in a will, really?
The other thing I forgot to point out in the last scene.
Oh my god, what is it?
Just a quick detour. So you've been mentioning that
okay.
Assistant
What is this?
Beatrice,
What are we looking at?
This thing here, you were like, it's probably the one-winged eagle, and I always pointed out that all of the servants and like everyone, the one-winged...
It does look different.
The one-winged eagle...
Oh, but it's the bottom, right, of course.
No, but it
double.
cuts off on one side.
Yeah.
But Beatrice's furniture had the one-winged eagle with the thing doubled.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh shit, even I didn't know that. Damn, you're discovering things about this game that I'd never even noticed. I love it. Cool, good to know.
What year of the Showa era was it? It must have been at the end of the war, so...
Fade to black.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So now all we know is that he met Beatrice at
Wait, no, is that it?
Yeah, that's
God damn it! I thought we were about to have a war flashback.
No.
God damn it, Kinzo.
That's it.
Had me so excited.
Alright, you want to say this is Battler.
We took enough time to regain our calm, and we each swore to our parents that we'd catch the culprit. It'd be a lie to say that we weren't still torn up. Even now, if we let our guard down just a little, we'd probably start going on a rampage just like Jessica, letting our emotions show with some kind of violence.
Get ourselves killed.
Get ourselves killed? According to what Goda-san said after he got back right now, Kaneki was looking after Jessica. Apparently, she was still very emotionally high-strung, rather.
I see. Thank you. Maybe a young kid would be better at understanding a young kid's feelings. It would probably be better if we left them alone for now to be murdered. And fight goat people and be stabbed by anime girls who turn into steaks.
No!
Hold on, Rosa, are you saying you know what's going on? Rosa's the murderer. There we go.
There you go, confirmed.
Confirmed.
Oh, Rosa-san, there is nothing more to be gained by remaining here. The phones may not be working, but tomorrow the boat will come and we should be able to reach the police.
And no one will be dead.
We'll be fine. We should leave this place as it is for
They're
the
doing it
police's
again!
investigation.
God damn it!
You nerds. That's so good. I love this.
It didn't occur to me in the first episode, but since you pointed it out, it just hurts every time they're like, let's not go back
so
and check.
Good. It's like, this is a murder mystery. We have a detective. Let's not investigate the crime scene.
God damn it.
I agree with Dr. Nancho. Staying in a place like this for too long will be bad for your health. Let us return and make some black tea.
With macro.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that.
Where is Kumasawa?
Battler-kun, George-kun, are you ready? Let's lock up here. We ought to leave this place as it is anyway, for when the police come.
You're right. Battler-kun, are you okay?
Yeah, I've cried all I can. I'm fine now. You right there, man? Police would surely find some evidence during their thorough investigation. We weren't adult enough to wait for that. I'd investigate the chapel in my own way, trying to grab the culprit before the police arrived.
Oh, he's made his investigation.
Hold on a minute.
What?
I just thought of something.
What?
In the, like,
What?
police investigation of the end of the first novel,
Yes.
we did see everyone's corpses, right?
I'm trying to remember. Well, the record of the Witch's Game Board entailed everybody dying in the different Twilights, and then some people going missing at the end. The police report only said that everyone was dead, but they found a piece of Maria's jawbone. Other than that, there actually is no, like, record of, like, corpses specifically mentioned, I don't think. I could be wrong. But the only, like, hard evidence that they found was Maria's jawbone. So, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That they match with dental records, which could be falsified, but that's besides...
Because I was just thinking, I'd love to see the police report of this when they rock up, and it's like, well, what the fuck is this?
Some kind of Halloween party.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And what I figured out was absolutely nothing, frustratingly. I wasn't able to find a single hint.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Come on, let's go out. Maria, we're going. Don't keep staring at it.
Come, Maria-sama, let us return!
I really don't think
It's very cold
Can you
here.
stop playing him this enthusiastically when he's standing next to this scene?
No.
I feel like it doesn't fit in the slightest.
It makes perfect sense.
Oh my god,
Good,
you.
it's just trying to brighten the mood.
If only you could play your character sensibly like I play Jessica.
You son of a bitch. Father, mother, thank you for everything. I will definitely become a man who doesn't betray your expectations.
That's a very specific reference.
That's a very specific reference to a scene that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
In the timeline. Oh god. George spoke his last
it has,
words.
because...
Or is it happening currently?
Yeah, it's happening currently.
George spoke his last words of farewell to his parents. After seeing that, Battler followed suit.
Dad, Kairi-san. Just looking at their faces, it looked like they were sleeping, but that made it even more painful. Forgive me for leaving you in a cold place like this. I'll definitely get whoever did this and not come back to investigate the crime scene later, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't actually seen Maria look at the magic circle yet.
No, they haven't. Yeah, I think that's about to happen.
Yeah.
What is this? What a repulsive scribble. Did the culprit draw it? Oh, this is worse than vulgar. Oh, horrible. The door to the chapel was closed. Oh.
We learned about that creepy scribble for the first time.
When we first found this, it was already drawn here. It must have been made by the culprit.
So supposedly the culprit was a witch, and this is a magic circle to summon a demon or something.
That all shit. This is the 7th magic circle of the sun. Don't you even know that? Ouch!
Hey, don't I always tell you not to make that creepy laugh?
It used to be Battler hitting her in the last one, now it's Rosa.
Well, I don't think Battler hit her.
He did, towards the end he did.
Oh yeah, just gave her like a knock on the head though.
This is true.
I'm assuming Rose was being a bit
little
more
bit-
violent.
Yeah, probably.
Maria, go on. What does it mean?
It's a magic circle to escape from physical or mental bonds. And the part written around the circumference says, "The Lord has freed me from my chains. I will offer to you the sacrifice of thanksgiving, and will call on the name of the Lord in Hebrew." Yup. Sacrifice of thanksgiving? So they killed Father and the rest to use them as human sacrifices for this magic circle?
Calm down, George-kun. This is the culprit trying to provoke us. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. Thinking about it will only poison the heart.
And looks like there's some English written here. Happy Halloween for Maria. Get it. The key to open this door is hand over to Maria. Is that what's going on?
I don't know who this is.
I don't know either. This might be Battler.
Well, yeah, Maria Chan.
So might have switched them. That's fine.
Well, this isn't... Well, this is the chapel after all. Maybe...
Oh, no. Wait, fuck. Wrong
Battler.
voice.
Go on, Battler.
Maybe Maria doesn't mean Maria Chan, but the Virgin Mary. That's actually interesting. We did spend a time looking this up in, like, the very first recording we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Is that weird cross in her name?
In that case, you could read this as blasphemy against God in the name of Halloween. They say witches who make contracts with demons swear to defile God's name at all times. In that sense, this really is a witch-like crime.
Yeah, we definitely switched them. This is Battler, and that was George. We mixed them up.
I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that.
This is just confusing.
It's fine. This is Battler.
The chapel, huh? I went all the trouble of calling them out here and killing them. Aunt Rosa, does this chapel have some special meaning? It's a chapel, Battler.
It's religious and junk.
What do you mean, a special meaning?
Well, someone carried 6 human corpses all the way over here and set up these elaborate decorations. We can't tell if she called the 6 of them over here before killing them or if she... Wait, wasn't Rosa here with them?
What do you mean? She showed up after the servants did.
No. When they were
Oh
like...
yeah, in that scene before, yeah, totally. All 7 of the siblings were in the chapel. And Rosa seems to have forgotten about it, maybe? I don't know, it's weird.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I don't know.
We can't tell if she called the 6 of them over here before killing them or if she killed them before carrying them over here, but either way, it'd take a lot of effort. Why did the culprit want 6 people to die here?
True. By doing something that elaborate, there would be an extremely high chance of some disadvantageous evidence being found when the police arrive. It is inconceivable that the culprit would fail to realize this. The issue now is why the culprit went to all that effort.
That leads us to just one question. What meaning is there to this place where we found the 6 corpses?
This chapel was important to Father. Ever since I was a kid, I was given strict instructions to never enter it.
Ew. I came here once too, got in lots of trouble. Ew.
An important chapel. Does it have some connection to the assured me I had family? Bad luck!
Nah.
It's on your fucking private island!
That you own.
I don't know. Father viewed this chapel as very sacred. He treasured it so much he'd redecorated several times. As everyone knows, Father wasn't a devout believer, as his passion for black magic demonstrates. I've never heard of him coming here to offer his prayers to God.
It's not a chapel to God, then what is it? As far as I know, the masters never come here. We even call this the sealed chapel, and I found it eerie like a haunted house.
Even though Father never approached it himself, for some reason he made all the servants give it a major cleaning several times a year. It felt like he kept it clean all the time so it could be used at any moment.
Even so, it's called the sealed chapel. Maybe it's indiscreet to say this, but doesn't that sound pretty cool? Dr. Nadja, you're an old friend of Grandfather's, right? Have you heard anything about it?
What a cool chapel that people were murdered in. I did ask about it once long ago, but I forgot exactly how he dodged my question. That's right, I believe he said something like, "Someday perhaps I too will be able to receive a blessing there, but unless a miracle occurs, that day will never come."
What does that mean? What would he do in a chapel? He couldn't mean his own funeral, right?
No, I wouldn't believe that of Kinzo-san. He was a man much more focused on the living now than matters occurring after death. Though this does seem to be root cause of the current inheritance problem.
What would he do in a chapel? Pray? Aren't confessions done in a chapel too? Anyway, it sounds suspicious.
I don't know the reason, but just as Dr. Nanjo said, in Grandfather's eyes, all this about not being blessed until a miracle occurred was set in stone as far back as this chapel's construction.
How do you know that?
See, it's clearly written over there. Look, right there.
George Aniki pointed to a relief with rusted gold letters on the arch above the door. Looked like some message had been written there in English. Russ made it clear that the message had been there ever since the chapel's construction.
I'm not that good with English. What is it? This door is opened only at a probability of... Sorry, my English sucks.
I gave up after failing to finish even the first of the 2 lines. Looked like the others could read it properly.
I think it went MBTQ, so, how many did that mean? I think, anyway, this is incredible. What?
The fuck is MBTQ?
I don't know, it's a great question. Anyway, this is incredible. Are you just gonna look up, like, MBTQ and see what comes up? What?
What?
It's fine, he's just trying to figure out what the word says.
I don't want to look it up because I feel like that might
like,
just point to what this is.
Yeah, probably a bad idea. It's fine, I'm sure we'll find out. Adding up all the fingers in both hands doesn't even get you close.
So I guess...
Or the message, yeah.
I mean, it seems like Roman numerals. Because he's like counting it. Because how many did that add up to?
Yeah.
But that's not... There's no Q.
Yeah, there's no Q in
Nor is
Roman
there
numerals.
T. Nor is there a B.
It's fine,
There's only M.
Look, I'm sure he'll figure it out. It's fine. It really would be impossible unless a miracle occurred.
God damn it.
Certainly! It's quite reminiscent of the old Kinzo-san who loved using gambling as a metaphor whenever he got the chance.
Hey, come on. Can everyone read it? Someone tell me what it means too.
That was a Beatrice laugh. I apologize. Could at least learn English. How did you get into high school without even being able to read this much? Ouch! 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 God damn it, Bella.
Mind your own business.
Bella, please.
So what's written there?
Simply put, it means something like this. Unless a miracle occurs, this door will never be opened. Unless a miracle occurs, you will never be blessed. Grandfather's magic is based on astronomically low probabilities. In other words, a miracle for opening this door would probably require an incredibly vast amount of magical power. Ouch!
Nice job, you can shut up now. Rosa-san, did you have Maria take English classes? Looks like it's useless to try and learn English unless you start when you're young after all.
Sealed chapel, huh? Setting aside whether she was a witch or not, it's rumored that Beatrice actually existed several decades ago and was grandfather's mistress. This is, just my imagination, but perhaps the master truly did love Beatrice Summer. However, he was already married, so they couldn't be united.
The fucking Seinfeld bass line there for a sec.
Boo boo. So good.
I see. If Beatrice was dead and could be revived with the magic of a miracle, but now that grandmother's dead, he could marry her openly. If they married in this chapel, you might end up with a pretty fairy tale-like story, right? Pretty episode 3-like story.
I don't think that story is so preposterous. It's a well-known fact that father still loves Beatrice deeply.
Rose up.
Fuck!
Well, also, even I said I found it creepy. Seem to remember that the interior of the chapel was quite magnificent. Thought that father built this chapel in the hopes of having a wedding with his dead mistress might not be that unlikely. That is such a strange thing to say.
Yeah.
Then again, there are 6 people murdered with candy inside them inside, so...
That's true, there's some weird shit going on. Oh god, I can't watch out all this with George, but with this battler. You know what?
Hold on, let's just get the end of the line out. See if we can figure out who it is.
I'm so sick of, like...
I know, right?
I think this is George. I'm gonna take it.
Take it.
I'm gonna risk it again. By the time he built this chapel, grandfather probably knew that he would never use it as a church as long as he lived, but he prayed for the wish to be revived by some miracle, and he thought that if that miracle occurred, they could be married here. I see. If you think of it that way, this would be a place of utmost significance to Beatrice somehow as well. Even though he knew the chapel would never be opened. It's a story of tragic love.
Even though Gordo-san was bigger than me, his words were touching. Everyone was silent, but it seemed that they agreed with that view.
Even though he knew it was a chapel never to be opened, he still probably dreamed of the day that a miracle would occur. Kinzo-san was quite the romantic in his younger days. I think I understand how he felt.
I wonder. Then again, everyone went in 4 times a year to clean, right? So much for it being the sealed chapel. Didn't we just go in ourselves? It wasn't a miracle or anything. We brought the key, click, and we're in. That's all. This is ridiculous. Huh? What? Then what does that mean? What are you talking about? As far as I could tell, I'd just been joking around, finding myself a bit irritated by the sob story this was turning into. Then Aunt Rosa suddenly jumped on me with a really serious face. Aunt Rosa's face grew increasingly pale. She looked at the magic circle over the door and then her hand back and forth, back and forth.
I think we're there. What is the matter, Rosa-sama?
What the fuck is going on?
Here we are.
Hey, Goda-san, the key to this chapel. Didn't Genji-san say it? He said there was only one.
Oh, it's just another fucking locker. Fuck it.
Yes!
Oh, I
Let's
don't
do
care.
It's Valor. You better care. It took you all way too long to figure it out.
I don't know if we've discussed this on screen, but we definitely have addressed the fact that there was only one key and it was with Maria before the murders.
Is this true? Vault Room Mysteries.
When a kid pulls a prank, it sometimes goes unnoticed by the adults, and the kid who did it gets all disappointed. If such a prank then gets sprung on by someone much later, it can really make a kid's day. Maria's celebration just now looked a lot like that.
Yes, that's right. There's only one of those keys. It's the key to the Master's Treasure Chapel, so there's only one with no duplicates. It is normally kept safe in the key box in the servant room, but...
That's right, and Genji-san said it had gone missing. So someone stole it, put it in an envelope, and handed it to Maria. And they did yesterday.
What the... So in other words, isn't that strange? I just want to say, before you... We haven't addressed how the lock on this chapel works.
It's true, we haven't.
Because what they could have done is opened it before, left it open,
This is true.
done all this shit, and then closed it if it was like a door that
You are absolutely
auto-locks.
correct. I think this is
And
a true statement.
And the fact that Kinzo has an auto lock in his study means that auto locks are not that far-fetched in this place.
This is absolutely correct. There could be an auto lock.
I
They could
don't
have
think
broken
this is
through
even,
a window.
This one isn't even that hard.
I know
to
it
attribute.
is. It isn't even that hard. It's alright. I think we should continue. That's absurd. This is getting bizarre.
Oh my god! Just
What do you mean? I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Me neither. Would you explain it for us?
Yoda and Nanjo's failure to understand that definitely wasn't because they were stupid. It was because they were characters in a book trying to make it seem more mysterious than it probably actually is.
Sure.
They didn't know how long the only key to the chapel had been in Maria's possession.
There's no mistake. It was locked up. I unlocked it. There's no doubt.
And Rosa kept locking the door, closing the door, locking it, pulling on it to check the lock and opening it again. Her face was becoming pale again.
Until I took the key out of Maria's envelope and opened this door, it was definitely locked. This key was in an envelope placed in Maria's care. And that happened yesterday before noon.
What did you say? But that doesn't make any sense.
You're right. Maria received a one-of-a-kind key from a woman calling herself a witch midday yesterday. In other words, from midday yesterday until this morning when Rosa-san unlocked the door, this chapel was a closed room. There it is!
Closed Room Mysteries. Let's do it.
How did they get those 6 people in here, and how did they kill them? And how did Rosa forget that she was in there? Deaths of 6 people had shaken us badly. It's been a while since we've seen one of these.
Yeah, I'm excited.
When we learned about that weird magic circle and the history of the chapel, we felt as though we'd figured at least part of the puzzle out. That was all absolutely trivial. From midday yesterday until this morning, this chapel was a closed room. Our parents were with us until last night. How did the culprit get into this building? How did Rosa forget that she was in there? And how did they lock it up again?
Oh, look at this. What's this? This is weird.
Oh yes, I'm happy.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I'm like
This is
looking
why I'm
forward-
excited for this.
I'm looking forward to these scenes
Are
now.
you ready for this
I'm
shit?
so excited.
This is the fucking scene. Let's do it.
I gotta say though,
Yeah.
there are so many so Rosa definitely was with them in the chapel.
Yes, we saw her in the chapel.
Okay.
Accepting Beatrice along with the other 6.
Okay. It's really weird. What are you trying to pull? Again?
Yeah.
Closed room again? Come on.
Battler's
This
with
isn't
you.
as good as the whole closed rooms in Higurashi.
It's like Battler's with you on the what? Another fucking closed room? Get that out of here. You son of a bitch. What are you doing?
God damn it, Beatrice. This one ain't even that hard.
Beatrice.
You trying to say you unlocked it with the power of magic? Don't take me for a fool.
If you're demanding that I show you how to open the locks with my power, I wouldn't mind, but that wouldn't be the same as me forcing you to surrender. You keep trying to explain it all with humans. Only when I've cornered all your theories completely will I have my victory. Come now, how will you undermine my defenses? What tricks could a human have used to defeat them,
It's just like the closed rooms last time. Not enough information. It's impossible to reason like this. Any excuse could be made, any trick could work. There's no way to reason it out.
That's what you said. Ha! That again. there's not enough information, so you'll wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a method actor. I've started wearing a red shirt, white suit, vest, and have a weird cross.
And I have the most magnificent dress you have ever seen.
You do not want to see this dress he's wearing right now.
It is beautiful. Your information is uncertain, so it's impossible to use your reasoning. This is always the excuse you humans use to let yourself stop thinking. Who do you think you are, lowly human? Are you saying you can't even think unless you're like Laplace's demon, you incompetent fool?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Besides, you make it seem like a lack of information works against you, but it's the other way around, you see. The more information you're given, the more it will make you suffer. It'll only increase the strength of the compressor that's squeezing you.
Well, in that case, let me say this. It's impossible to verify this is a closed room in the first place. Thank you. If we're already talking about demons, I can play that game too. It'd be possible to prove that this isn't a closed room. Just show how someone could have gone in or out and you're done. But it's impossible to prove that this is a closed room. You could never deny the endless set of possible methods for getting in. In other words, this is one of those devil's proofs. The concept of a closed room is something that actually can never be proved.
So first you stop thinking with a lack of information as an excuse, and now this. Very well, if that is your move, then I'll accept it. Continue.
First off, looks like you're trying to claim that the chapel is a closed room. Just a short while ago, I spent some time looking around in there. I couldn't find a way in or out except for the door. But that just means I couldn't find one. It doesn't prove it was a closed room. If there was a hidden door or something that I wasn't able to find, your premise would be blown away completely. In other words, whether I managed to find a hidden room or not, I'd never be able to deny that there existed some method X that let you into the closed room.
Look at Battler figuring shit out.
And this method X would be something that could be carried out without magic. After all, it's a hidden door. I'm sure that in this chapel there's some hidden door that's impossible to find. Also, only one hidden room is allowed.
This is true.
This is true. That's why there's no reason for me to reason it out, and magic is still impossible.
Oh, so you'll use that logic.
Is that confirmed, Kumasawa, as Beatrice?
Confirmed. How naive. An expected move. Let me make my move in response. These closed rooms using detective novels made by mere humans always seem utterly ridiculous to me.
I agree, Beatrice.
Why? Because they're used the wrong way. When a closed room appears in a detective novel, do you really think it's a closed room? You don't, do you? What trick did they use to make this look like a closed room? That's what you think, Felix. In other words, there hasn't been a completed closed room in any of the closed room murders that humans have built over the last century.
Oh, better not say that unless you want to face the wrath of the mystery fans.
Yeah!
Christie's probably grinding her teeth in her grave. Who the fuck is Christie?
Agatha Christie.
Oh, right.
You son of a bitch.
Felix,
please! You're angry at the mystery fans.
That was dumb. That was pretty dumb.
Oh, dear.
I feel dumb.
But I am different. I have given birth.
I'm just method acting Battler. He's dumb.
Is this true? I have given birth to a true closed room, and I can demonstrate it. Why? Because I'm a witch. For the devil's proof, you only had to bring someone a demon to prove that they exist, correct? Well, I conveniently happen to be a witch, meaning that demons are my good friends, and I can bring as many of them as you like.
Sounds great. Dad and the rest used a hidden door to enter the chapel or were carried through it. How do you plan to beat that move?
With this, regardless of whether they're alive or dead, the six definitely entered through the door.
Huh? Dumbass? The door was locked, so how'd they do it?
I opened it with magic and invited them inside.
It can't be true. Since I can't accept magic, there's no way I'll accept that. You're lying. That door can be opened with some trick. Or maybe there's a hidden door, but I won't accept it any other way. What was that flash?
I don't know. Perpetual check. That's what we call an endless repetition of moves in chess. It's the same endless repetition as a discussion that would advance because both sides denied the basis of each other's claims, like our game. In most games, this would be resolved as a draw, but that would put a terrible damper on our fun. We will have no draws. You will either accept me and submit to me, or you'll deny me.
At least I agree with you there. We'll settle this without fail, just as you wish.
Without fail. I like that attitude. So, I had a thought. I think I'll add a new rule to this game between the two of us.
Oh, shit.
Are you ready for this shit?
I'm not.
This is so good.
New rule. I bet it's something to give you an advantage, right?
Of course not. I'll give you the thing people like you always demand. The reason you always stop thinking and then moan about it is a lack of information. And if you are then given information, you start doubting whether the information is true or not by rejecting the source. Isn't that convenient? What clever little words to hide your own incompetence. battler. I'm offering to eliminate that convenient excuse of yours. You should thank me.
You said they entered through the door, and I said that couldn't happen. You calling that an evasive answer?
Exactly. So from now on, when I speak the truth, I will use red.
Shit, son.
Are you ready for this shit?
I will. Hold on. I just want to say, I've seen this on the Steam page, much to Ben's disappointment.
I know.
She laughs in red.
She does. She does laugh in red at a point in the novel, yes. She is fucking Beatrice and she will laugh in red if she wants to.
That's... Oh my god.
So, I don't know that I want to say too much about this, but this is a thing that makes Umineko fucking crazy and beautiful at the same time. Something that will tell you the absolute truth if it's said in red.
And I'm probably gonna get a can't confirm or deny for this question.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Can you confirm or deny the fact that the red text is actually truth?
I, of course, can neither confirm nor deny.
You motherfucker.
Beatrice says so, and so whether you trust her or not is perhaps up to you. In any case, shall we continue our game, battler?
Because they're just like, oh, I'll use red.
Yeah?
Also, I like the fact that they're using text
Yeah.
in character. That's pretty great.
That's so good.
But basically, all that this amounts to is now I have to figure out whether the red text is actually true or
To figure
not.
out whether it's trustworthy or not? Well,
Fuck it.
Well, maybe Beatrice will have something to say about that.
God damn it.
Don't worry, let's go through this.
What is this? Keep explaining.
No matter what magical move I use, you can always keep running away by chanting lack of information and by rejecting the source. Even though I would still win in the end that way, it would be extremely boring. Because of that, I'd be happy to give you the information and sources you so desire. However, you'll probably doubt each word I say. That isn't bad in itself. I also will use every possible move to make you submit. I don't dislike our posture of searching out our best moves for our own goals, but that won't make a game. So I set up this rule. Everything I speak in red is the truth.
But that is also in red, which means that it could be a lie.
You doubt the great Lady Beatrice. There's absolutely no need to doubt it.
Fucking God.
Umineko.
God fucking
The
damn it.
mindfucker of the century.
Just telling me to believe that.
This is a game between you and me, Felix. In a game, the rules are sacred. Those who take that lightly are not qualified to play.
Beatrice, I'd just like to point out that earlier in this episode, you said you made a promise and broke it because fuck you. That was
my
basically a
God.
reason. So,
Huh?
fuck this.
You don't think this is a real
No.
thing? You don't want to
That's
accept
a load
the
of
red,
shit.
the red text?
Load of shit.
All right, sure. Let's continue.
Because here's the thing, is even if 99 out of 100 of the statements made in red text are true, how do I know which one's which?
You don't know. You don't know. You just have to trust her. You'll have to trust the game master of this game that she is telling the truth. In red. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. Anyway, I'm sure this is fine.
Damn it!
I just want to point out, I love how you're like, but what if we don't have enough information? What if they use tricks? What if we can't believe it? What if we can't? They're literally blow for blow, like taking what you're saying and responding to it.
I mean, it's almost because
so
it's like
good.
that's what makes sense to do.
It's so good.
It's almost like I'm actually being sensible about this.
Oh, Beatrice.
Oh, god damn it.
I told you this shit was tight. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll accept that rule. Even in an elementary school, a kid can get into an endless argument and find fault with everything. Then let's start it up again, continuing where we left off. I'll say it one more time. Dad and the rest used a hidden door to enter the chapel, or were carried through it.
Then I shall repeat what I said. Regardless of whether they were alive or dead, the six definitely entered through the door.
I just like to point
Look
out.
at that.
I just like to
Look
point
at that
out.
shit.
No. But my theory about the door already being unlocked is not disproved by this statement.
This is true. This is true.
Is there any proof?
Stop. I will supplement the rule. When I speak the truth, I will use red, and when I do, I will not bear the responsibility of establishing that claim by showing proof. They will simply be facts and the truth. My reason is simple. I carried out all the crimes with magic. So for any impossible crime, all I have to do is wave my magic staff and show you how it's done. But that wouldn't make a game. It would be as barbaric as ignoring victory and defeat in a chess match and punching your opponent in the face. As fun as that would be.
Well, that makes sense. Since you're a witch, there's no need for you to show evidence of what happened, since you can do anything with magic. Damn it. Talk about an unfair game.
So, shall we resume once more? The 6 definitely entered through the door. I unlocked it with magic. How will you get around this magic, this closed room?
Here we go.
It's gonna figure shit out. I believe
Here we go.
You. I believe in you, Battler.
I will say the other thing is I'm gathering at this point that the third person battler looking over what's happening is only witnessing what battler in character is seeing, because he hasn't mentioned anything about other characters dying.
Canon and Jessica.
He hasn't mentioned that they were in the chapel.
This is true. He doesn't seem to be commentating on any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Whether he's seeing it or
key.
not is.
Genji-san and the others said there was only one key, but that's impossible. Oh, fuck. No, just stop with that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's easy to deal with. Only one key to the chapel exists.
Oh, would you look at that?
Look at that.
And what about this? The culprit made something other than a legitimate key and opened it. I don't know what, but maybe a wire. A tool for picking locks.
What is this naive move? It is impossible to unlock the door to the chapel with anything but the chapel's key.
Battler, I'm telling you.
Although it can be opened with the power of magic, right?
What about this? There's something wrong with the door. Just fucking stop, Battler. There's some way to pass through it even while it was locked.
He's doing his best.
As to what that was, I can think of a few ways. Maybe it's like those big doors in a castle that have smaller door in them. It's also possible that they removed hinges and then removed the whole door before entering. Here we go, red text.
Is this the best a century of human wisdom can manage, Battler? When the door to the chapel is locked, it prevents any and all methods of entry or exit. Assuming you can't use magic, right? Is it about time for checkmate?
Oh, fuck you, Beatrice. There are other ways to get through this fucking door, and it's called the key and timing.
Oh, damn.
Not even close. You said those 6 people entered through a door, but you didn't say it was the front door. Fuck off. Battler, just...
Battler, please.
Just, god damn it. They might have entered through another door, a secret one.
You talk too much, you incompetent fool. Yeah, Beatrice, tell him. Then let me expand on my earlier move. The 6 definitely entered through this front door.
That's screwed up. The door was locked. It was impossible to unlock without using that single key, and yet 6 people entered through it. How? With magic, you say? Damn it.
Are we already seeing the limits of what humanity can manage? Then shout that you resign. When one admits defeat, it's customary to shout it out and knock over their own king. So do you resign? Then announce your surrender and knock your king over by kneeling. Then you may kiss my shoes. There could be no greater joy than forcing a man like you to lick my shoes.
Another fucking dumbass battler.
You just can't handle it.
Like, there's still very likely the possibility that I'm wrong, but I really think this doesn't seem that hard to me.
You don't think so?
I mean, the fact is in this chapter, in this episode rather, magic is just the thing.
Sure.
So I'm totally down for magic just happening.
Sure. Okay.
But if we're trying to actually make this a locked room mystery, I don't think this one is that hard.
You don't think so?
No.
What do you think happened?
Well,
what's your theory?
We didn't see the chapel before or after the murders happened. Yeah, we haven't seen it, right?
Sure.
The only time we saw it was when they were already all in there.
Sure. Okay.
So we didn't see the door opening except when
this is
Rosa
true.
went to get the
we
key.
didn't. We just saw them like once they were inside and they were all acknowledging the witch.
Yeah. So if all of those red text statements are true,
yeah,
then all that it requires is that the door was opened at a different time and then was locked at a different time.
Okay.
I don't think that's that difficult.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Beatrice has accounted for that. We'll see what happens.
Damn it, it's useless. So I can't win against the witch? This isn't chess after all. I've just been made to take the losing side in a chess puzzle. Dumb shit. Scribbling about details and getting drawn the best I can manage.
Don't hate on Battler too hard. He's just had his whole family murdered. Twice. Like...
Well, I said I'm method acting. I'm just role-playing him as being depressed.
Oh, God. That's the one thing that'll never happen. Either I will surrender or you will. There can be no other resolution. What happened to that bravery you displayed when you said this would be torture for us both?
I can't wait for... Notice that this is not in red text.
No, I see. You can't wait for it to be in red text later. Like, what up? Hey, what a disappointment. What a total letdown. What did you say? Assure me a battler?
Damn it, what should I do? I can see it. I can see the place I'll face checkmate. It's useless. Useless. All my hard-fought moves would be nothing more to me than desperately trying to move my king around, running away from check. Remember how many times I move, I can't escape from check. So even without waiting for the next several moves, I can see checkmate in my future. Damn it.
Come on, Battler. I believe. I believe in the dream.
After a few more moves, I can see where I'll face checkmate. Don't give up, Shiramia Battler. I can see myself getting closed in upon. And I'll spin the chessboard around.
Yeah.
I should be able to anticipate her next move, right? Remember what Kairi-san said? When you're thinking about something, and the closer you get to the very end, the easier it becomes to anticipate. Spin it around, spin the chessboard around.
I believe, Battler.
I don't.
Anime this shit.
Dots.
What happened? You fell silent all of a sudden. Fear not. Surrender is but a momentary shame. After that, all that remains is the goy of entrusting your fate entirely to the hands of your new master. Come on, crowds of resignation. I can't hear you. Speak up and say it clearly.
Enough babbling. You're just refusing to listen, so I'll say it once more. I won't resign. Continue. Resume the game.
Oh, very well. It is your turn after all.
I made the mistake of thinking this rule you made was your own weapon. However, I have realized that it can also become a weapon for me.
Yeah.
It all comes down to this.
Please do give it a try.
I've been focusing all this time on how they entered the closed room of the chapel. That approach was useless. It's useless. It's all useless. Spin the chessboard around. That's right. I was thinking about it backwards. This is how I should approach it. How was the chapel, which wasn't a closed room in the first place, made to look like a closed room?
Here it comes. That thinking technique humans gave birth to over the course of a century. Give it a try.
Say this in red for me.
Yeah.
If you can't, then refuse.
Battler.
Here I go.
He's figured it out. Does this man intend to reverse his defensive posture? Impudence.
I get that the only way to enter the chapel is through the door, and there's only one key. But wait. The question is whether that key really was handed over to Maria yesterday before noon.
He's figuring it out. My, but you're dragging this on. Do try and get to the point.
It's something like this. We've been under the impression that the key's been unusable since midday yesterday. So we've assumed that this was a closed room from midday yesterday until this morning. I want to hear you say that this impression of ours is a solid fact.
Interesting. So you turned your reasoning not to the door, but to the key.
Yesterday, Maria received an envelope from you. She didn't open it, but she might have felt it and known there was a key inside. But it's not like she'd been able to confirm absolutely that it was the key to the chapel. Here's what I'm getting at. The thing inside the envelope given to Maria was a fake.
If you think about what you're saying, it's ridiculous. This morning, Rosa definitely took an envelope out of Maria's handbag and from that obtained the genuine key to the chapel.
That's very much dodging the question.
It wasn't a fake as you suggest.
That line was not read. I know that much. I'll continue. In that case, when Maria first received the envelope, the thing inside definitely was the same key to the chapel, right?
Oh.
See what I'm getting at? Midday yesterday, you gave Maria an envelope with a key inside, and you told her that she mustn't open it. Maria probably realized that it had a key inside. Later on, Aunt Rosa used the thing inside the envelope to open the door to the chapel, and that's why we assumed it was the key to the chapel all along. This is the suspicious part.
So is this what you're trying to say? That when I entrusted Maria with a key, that key was a fake? And then by the time Rosa obtained it, it had been switched with the real thing?
Yeah, that's it. What's wrong, Beatrice, Emma?
Oh shit.
You've been looking a bit pale for a while now, huh?
Those close to me sometimes call me Beato. Beato would do.
It's your turn, Beato. Turn of the Golden Witch. Let's see you dodge this.
Very well. The key to the chapel truly was the object inside the envelope I gave to Maria.
I'll move forward. Can you repeat it in red? That envelope was completely under Maria's supervision until Aunt Rosa opened it. If you can't say it, then say you refuse. Check.
I refuse.
I've spun it all around with just one move. Now it's your king on the run, Beato.
I have a reason for refusing. It regards the definition of the phrase under her supervision. In its purest meaning, Maria would need to have her eyes on it around the clock for that to be true. But Maria didn't go that far. It may have been completely under her supervision when she took it out of her handbag, but after she put it inside, it disappeared from her field of vision. In that sense, the phrase under her supervision would be inappropriate, so I couldn't use the red, nothing more.
I'll bet that move hurt, and your face tells me you've guessed the next one. Sorry, I'm kind to women. I don't hurt them. And I never betray a woman's expectations.
Oh!
It's time for you to repeat it in red if you think you can. No one was able to touch Maria's handbag until Aunt Rosa took out the envelope.
Oh shit.
Here it comes.
I will also refuse this one. I would explain the reason.
That's wrong. It's not that you won't explain it, it's that you can't explain it. That moves, it gives us checkmate, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Ah! Oh shit! We got a new theme!
If you can't do it, then I'll explain. The key to the chapel really was in the envelope you handed to Maria. Then Maria put it in her handbag, and the next morning Aunt Rosa took it out and opened the lock.
Are you ready for this shit?
However, Maria didn't have the handbag under her complete supervision. There's no need for magic. It's a closed room trick that's possible for a human.
Oh!
The human culprit handed Maria the key, and by making Aunt Rosa use it the next morning, they created the illusion there was a closed room during that time. You can't deny the possibility that during that time the culprit took the key from Maria's handbag, used it, and returned it by morning. Can you say it in red? Repeat it! If you can say it, then say it. It's check again.
Not yet. I removed the check. The envelope with the key in it should have been sealed with wax. Rosa took it from an unopened envelope.
That was not in red.
Yeah.
Really? Then try saying it. Repeat it. The envelope handed over midday yesterday and the one Aunt Rosa opened are the same thing.
That I can repeat. The envelope I handed over to Maria and the one Rosa opened are the same thing.
Huh. It's useless. It's all useless. That doesn't even matter anymore. I expected more from you. I figured that if you were a bit better at reading between the lines, you'd resign right there. So I'm disappointed. You've betrayed my expectations.
Motherfucker. What?
Who cares if the envelopes were the same? Envelopes can be sealed with wax over and over. The key inside is what's important. This time, it's all over, Golden Witch. It's a real checkmate. I'll say it one more time. Repeat it. If you can say it, try saying it.
Fuck.
The key to the chapel inside the envelope Maria received wasn't used even once until Aunt Rosa opened the envelope.
That is a wordy statement. How?
This is so fucking anime right now.
It's a lowly human.
I'll keep on saying it, Beatrice. Repeat it.
Repeat it, Red!
The key to the chapel inside the envelope Maria received wasn't even used once until Aunt Rosa opened the envelope. I can't wait for her to just say it in red. If you're gonna yell, then say you resign. This settles it. This is the truth. Before Aunt Rosa obtained Maria's key this morning, at one point it passed to someone else's hands. Oh! Then they used it, resealed it, and returned it to Maria's handbag, making it look like it hadn't been used. This is a trick with a cheap loophole, the assumption that the key wasn't used because the sealing wax wasn't opened. Checkmate. There's no magic and it's nothing more than a trick that's possible for humans.
In that case, who do you say stole the key? Try answering. This time you try repeating it.
That's right, I'm making you repeat things all the time. I probably have to answer every once in a while. But I refuse. My condition for victory is denying a witch's existence. I'll prove that this is impossible crime done with magic was actually possible by human hands. I've smashed your closed room with something possible even for humans. However, I won't specifically investigate who the culprit is, because I believe in humans. Because I definitely won't accept that there's a person among us who would steal the key from Maria, use it, and do something so horrible.
I give up, I resign. Just once this skirmish, I'll give up. But you really are naive, Battler.
Parting remarks are a loser's privilege. Say as many as you like.
Wrecked! Damn, Bella. Since you continue to deny my existence, you will eventually be cornered. After all, since you deny me, you'll have to suspect those relatives that you can't stop loving. In the last moment, when you had to suspect one who is beloved to you, then you will surely accept my existence. True, you have defeated me in the skirmish alone. However, that naive logic will definitely destroy you. You can't win against me after all. Show me a Battler!
There it is!
Yeah!
There's that gloss.
Back forward in time. That scene was tight. That scene was tight. Yes! Battler isn't that
I'd like
stupid.
to point out.
Yes!
I came to that conclusion Nice and quick.
I know.
But it also makes me concerned that because Battler came to that conclusion, it's misdirection.
Oh my god. So you're like concerned about everything. But yeah, no, Balor's smashed that closed room. He's proven that it's possible for a human, which is our goal. I guess I can either confirm or deny whether that is the truth or not, but I mean, what are you gonna do? He's a human. He can't speak in red.
Oh, that one was too easy.
You think so? Damn.
Too easy.
I mean, even Battler could solve it, so...
That is true.
Yeah.
Anything Battler can solve is too easy.
This is true.
Because he's a dummy.
Hopefully we'll find a challenge in the future.
I just want to... We spoke about this a bit previously.
Yes.
But if we brought up Nox's rules, and in Nox's rules...
You want to jump on that?
There must be a Watson character who's dumber, but only slightly dumber than the average reader.
Yes, we've talked about this, yes. What do you want to point out?
Who do you think it is?
I mean, we thought it was a combination of Jessica and George, right?
I thought so.
And maybe
But
Maria.
I'm starting to feel that Battler is just slightly dumber than the average reader.
This is true.
Which means there might be another detective.
Which means, but that means he's not the detective, which causes other problems.
Which means he might be the murderer.
It does mean that if we think that he's not the detective. This is the thing. I keep telling you, you need to keep looking at your assumptions. We're assuming that Battler is the detective because he's our perspective, sort of.
Yep.
But that might not be true. There might be another detective that's been the detective
As
the
I
whole
said,
time.
I'm not discounting anything. I'm just assuming because otherwise I have nothing to work with.
This is true.